Hydrides. It is the binary compounds of hydrogen with other element. When hydrogen combines with some other element, the resultant compound is known as hydrides. What are hydrides? Hydrides means it is the binary compound produced by hydrogen when react with the other element. For example, if hydrogen react with sodium, we are getting sodium hydride. NaH is called hydride. Similarly, if any substance, anything, if it is react with hydrogen, the resultant product is called hydride. For example, hydrogen react with chlorine, we are getting hydrogen chloride. Actually, this is the hydride of chlorine. So, hydrogen react with any substance, the resultant binary compound is called hydride. On the basis of properties in the sense both physical as well as chemical, based on the physical as well as chemical properties, as well as the bond formed between the metal and hydrogen. Based on the bond formed between the metal and hydrogen, hydrides are classified into three types. They are ionic hydride, covalent hydride and metallic hydride. So, based on the properties as well as the chemical bond present between the metal and hydrogen, hydrides are classified into how many types? Three types. What are they? Ionic hydride, covalent hydrides and metallic hydrides. Ionic hydrides. So, hydrides of S block elements. You know that S block element means group 1 and 2 elements, that is both alkali metals as well as alkaline earth metals. The hydride formed by group 1 and 2 elements are known as ionic hydride. So, usually how these hydrides are formed? Just like sodium chloride forms. Used to know about the formation of sodium chloride. How sodium chloride is forming? By transferring one electron from sodium to chlorine. Similarly, the hydrides of group 1 and 2 elements are formed by transfer of electron from metal. Metal means S block element to hydrogen. When electrons transfer to hydrogen, hydrogen become H minus. So, these hydrides are, as per the name, they are ionic in nature, they are crystalline in nature, and also they are just like salt, just like sodium chloride, ionic. So, that is why these hydrides are called saline hydride or salt like hydride. These hydrides are also known as saline hydride or salt like hydride. But what are ionic hydride? Hydrides of group 1 and 2 are called ionic hydride. They are formed by the transfer of electron from metal to hydrogen. They are crystalline in nature. They are having salt like nature, therefore, they are also known as salt like hydride or saline hydride. Characteristic features of this hydride. Here, hydrogen exists as H minus ion. How can you understand here H is exists as H minus ion? If you subject this hydride, for example, if you subject NaH, NaH is an ionic hydride, to electrolysis, hydrogen gas is liberated at the anode. Anode means positive. Therefore, we can understand in these hydrides, hydrogen exists as H minus. But how can you understand H exists as H minus ion? During electrolysis, hydrogen gas is liberated at the anode. They are usually, these hydrides are usually non-conducting in nature at solid state. They are non-conducting as well as non-volatile during solid state, but in molten state they are conducting current. molten state, they are act as a conducting material. The next point regarding this hydride is they are stoichiometric in nature. Stoichiometric in the sense hydrogen and metal combined in the same ratio as predicted by the formula. For example, we are telling sodium chloride, here only one sodium, one chlorine. Similarly, sodium hydride. Beryllium chloride, how we are writing as per the predicted formula BeCl2, like that beryllium hydride BeH2. So, that is why we are call it as they are stoichiometric in nature. But stoichiometric means hydrogen and the metal combined in the same ratio as predicted by the formula. Even though they are ionic, hydrides of lithium, beryllium, magnesium, etc. are covalent in nature. That means hydride of lighter elements are covalent. They react violently with water, form hydrogen gas. They react violently with water, form hydrogen gas. Covalent hydrides. Hydride formed by p block elements are called covalent hydride. That means the hydride formed by elements of group 13 to 17 are called covalent hydrides. Being covalent, from the name itself we can understand the bonding present between the element and the hydrogen is covalent. Being covalent, they are volatile compounds. They are covalent, they are having volatile nature. Based on the number of electron present as well as the bonding in these hydrides are further classified into three types. But based on the relative number of electron as well as bonding in Lewis structure, they are further classified into electron deficient molecular hydride, electron precise molecular hydride and electron rich molecular hydrides. So, based on the number of electron as well as bonding in Lewis structure, they are further classified into electron deficient molecular hydride, electron precise molecular hydride as well as electron rich molecular hydrides. What are electron deficient molecular hydride? These are hydrides of group 13. The hydride formed by the elements of group 13 are called electron deficient molecular hydride. That is, they are having less number of electrons than required for making normal covalent bonds. In their conventional Lewis structure, they are having less number of electrons. For example, boron hydride, aluminum hydride, etc. comes under this category. If you are taking boron hydride, so as we studied, boron in its outermost orbital surrounded by 3 electrons. These 3 electrons are shared by 3 hydrogen atoms. 3 hydrogen atom. That means BH3 having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 electrons are present. As per the law of octave, 8 electrons needs to be present, but it having only 6 electrons. They are called electron deficient molecule. Electron deficient molecule. Since they are having deficiency in electron, they exist as polymeric form. They are normally exist in the form of polymeric form, and also since they are having less number of electrons, they are accepting electron from any donor. Therefore, they are act as a Lewis acid. So, electron deficient molecular hydride, usually the hydrides of group 13 comes under this category. Example, boron hydride, aluminum hydride, etc. They are having less number of electron, therefore, they normally exist in polymeric form as well as they act as an electron acceptor. They act as an electron acceptor. Precise means correct, sufficient. correct number, exact number. So, electron precise molecular hydride. So, they have, as per the name, exact number of electron to form normal covalent bond. Usually hydride subgroup 14 comes under this category. Hydride subgroup 14, for example, CH4. Carbon in its outermost orbital, they are having 4 electrons. These 4 electrons are shared by 4 hydrogen atom. We are getting CH4. Hydrides of carbon. They are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 electrons. They are having exact number of electrons. So, they are called electron precise molecular hydride. Electron precise molecular hydride. Normally, these electron precise molecular hydrides are tetrahedral in geometry. Their geometry is tetrahedral. Now, electron rich molecular hydride. Electron rich molecular hydride. So, hydrides of group 15 to 17 comes under this category. Usually, the hydride formed by group 15 to 17 elements are electron rich in nature. That means, as per the name, they are having more number of electron than that required. Example for this category: water, ammonia, etc. comes under this category. For example, if you are taking ammonia, nitrogen in its outermost orbital surrounded by 5 electron. This electron is shared by hydrogen, this electron is also shared by hydrogen, this electron is also shared by hydrogen. What about these 2 electrons? They are excess. They are electron rich hydride. We are having excess of electron. These electrons are called lone pair of electron. These electrons are called lone pair of electron. They are donate this lone pair of electron to any acceptor. Therefore, they are normally act as Lewis base. Electron donors are called Lewis base. Electron acceptor are called Lewis acid. So, electron rich molecular hydride normally they are act as Lewis base. Then the presence of lone pair of electron on nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, etc. This nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, etc. are highly electronegative element. Presence of lone pair of electron on high electronegative element make the tendency to form hydrogen bond. Since they are forming hydrogen bond, since the molecules are associated by hydrogen bond, electron rich molecular hydride normally having high boiling point. So, there is a question, why electron rich molecular hydrides having high boiling point? Because electron rich molecular hydrides are associated by intermolecular hydrogen bonding. In between the molecule, hydrogen bond is present. Why hydrogen bond is present? Because lone pair of electrons are present in electronegative elements like nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, etc. This results the formation of hydrogen bond, which make the molecule to attract each other through hydrogen bond. This is the responsible factor for high boiling point. Metallic hydrides. Hydrides of D and F block elements are called metallic hydrides. Hydrides of D and F block elements are called metallic hydrides. Usually, the elements of group 3, 4, 5 commonly form. All the elements are forming hydrides. But in group 16, only chromium alone form hydride. Rest of them are not react with hydrogen. In the case of elements of group 7, 8 and 9, they do not form hydride. This area, that is group number 7, 8, 9, are called hydride gap of d block elements. They are called hydride gap of d block elements. So, what do you mean by hydride gap of d block elements? The elements of 7, 8 and 9 do not form hydride. They are called hydride gap. Here it was thought that hydrogen occupy interstitial position, because when we compare the size of hydrogen with metal of d and f block elements, hydrogen is so small. That is why it was thought that hydrogen occupy the interstitial position. This position is called interstitial position. Hydrogen occupy interstitial position. Because of that, these hydrides are also called interstitial hydrides. These hydrides, because of the earlier thought that hydrogen occupy the interstitial position, they are also known as interstitial hydrides. But recent studies shows that except nickel hydride, palladium hydride, cerium hydride and actinium hydride, all the other hydride having lattice, that is geometry, different than the parental metal. They are having different lattice arrangement. These hydrides are always non-stoichiometric in nature. They are non-stoichiometric in nature. That is, they are having deficiency in hydrogen atoms. See some example: lanthanum hydride, the formula LaH3, but it is actually H2.87. The H is not in proper ratio. That means they are called non-stoichiometric nature. They are called non-stoichiometric nature. Another one example: titanium hydride. Titanium hydride TiH2 is not there. TiH 1.2 to 1.8. The percentage of hydrogen varies. Vanadium hydride BH, this is vanadium hydride, but actually in vanadium hydride the percentage of hydrogen is only 0.56. So, the hydrides, metallic hydrides, are normally non-stoichiometric in nature.